Hello my YouTube friends. Tonight my mom is gonna show us how to make Mexican style ponche for this Christmas season. It's a very traditional drink here in Mexico, and we're gonna show you step by step all the ingredients and the procedure to make this delicious Mexican ponche. The ingredients: first we put in the water what's called piloncillo. If you can't find piloncillo, you can just put sugar, but be careful because sugar is way sweeter than piloncillo, so you're gonna have to trial and error little by little, start adding the sugar until you think it's sweet enough. So you have the piloncillo, you have tangerine, this is tejocote, this is guava, this is sugar cane, apples, tamarindo, this is Jamaica, raisins, we got cinnamon, and these are tangerines, an apple, guava, a couple of tejocotes, and the sugar cane. So first step, we're gonna put in the piloncillo. The water is not boiling yet, but we have the heat high. It's supposed to boil, so just start adding all the ingredients. Next, we're gonna put the flowers of Jamaica, dry flowers of Jamaica, and I'll give you the quantities in just a second. Oh wait, I can tell you right now. I have it here written down. So it's 3 liters of water, 1 stick of cinnamon, 20 grams of raisins, half a kilo of piloncillo that we already put in, or sugar in case you don't have piloncillo, 6 to 8 guavas, diced or sliced, 20 tejocotes, which are this Mexican fruit right here, 20 of those. Here you have the entire piece. 2 apples, also diced, they're right here. 2 tangerines, right here. 100 grams of tamarindo. You have to take the seeds out. If you don't have tamarindo like this, you can buy the paste. I don't know if you have a supermarket where you can get tamarindo in paste. It's 100 grams of tamarindo like this. What else? 100 grams of Jamaica flour that my mom's putting in the water right now. And 300 grams of sugar cane, also diced in cubes. So, as I was saying, you start putting all the... First, you put the piloncillo, then the Jamaica. Now my mom's gonna put the sugar cane. Next is gonna be tejocotes. Meanwhile, my mom's gonna show you how to prepare the sugar cane. This is your raw piece of sugar cane. You take the... Careful with your fingers. You take the outer layer off. It's pretty tough, as you can see. You need a sharp knife. Yeah, you have to move the knife to separate the outer layer. That's the technique my mom uses. It's less strenuous, less difficult that way. So once you take all the outer layer off, the secret for cutting it is to move the knife like that. You make the knife dig a little bit into the cane, and then you, with moving your wrist, it separates itself. Just go with the grain. Sugar cane has lots of fibers. Let me focus here. So as long as you work with the fibers and not against the fibers, that'll make your job way easier. Okay, next we're gonna show you how to peel and prepare the tamarindo. So that's the tamarindo as it falls off the tree. In Mexico we call this vaina, tamarindo. Una vaina de tamarindo. And inside is the fruit with the seeds. And this is how you peel it. So you take all the shell of the tamarindo, take it off, and you have the fruit inside. Take all those fibers off, and you're left with this, which is the fruit itself. So you cut between the seeds. And you take the seed off like this. See, those are the seeds right there. So you go ahead and put all the tamarindo in the mix. Next, raisins. Put in the raisins. Don't forget to give it a little stir every now and then. Cinnamon. Next, we're gonna put in the cinnamon. So you break the cinnamon into little pieces like this and just throw them in. And you can also use powdered cinnamon. Just a little bit. These are all seasonal fruits. So you have to cut them and go around the seed, as you can see here. You have to cut everything in small pieces so that they fit on a regular tablespoon. It's not boiling yet. It's getting there. Now the guava. You cut off the portion where it was attached to the tree and the bottom, like that. That's half, and you cut it in slices, or you can dice it in cubes also if you want to, because they might be a little too big. We're gonna leave the guavas until the end because that's one of the last things that you put in the punch. This is a tangerine. So to peel the tangerine, you just cut a little piece at the top, just pull. See how it is in sections. So you separate every single one, and you take the seeds off. You have to look for the seeds and take them out. You don't want the seeds. Seeds are bitter, and they give it a bad taste. They give the ponche a bad taste. So get rid of all the seeds. You have to feel with your hand, with your nails. Feel where the seeds are and take them out. Okay, so what's special about this beverage, this drink, is that it's made with seasonal fruit. So it's full of vitamin C, because now winter is the season where the body needs the most vitamin C as it could possibly get to prevent getting sick with flus and colds. And it's really good for children. Just be careful if your kids are really young, small. Then you don't want them choking on any piece of fruit, so you have to take all the fruit out and just give them the... It's also, usually you serve this hot at the posadas, at the Christmas parties here in Mexico. You serve it hot because it's usually pretty cold outside. So it's a warming drink, but you can also drink it cold if you like it hot. At the posadas, this is the beverage to go with the tamales, tacos, atole. And now my mom's gonna show us how to prepare the apple. So you cut it in half, you take the seeds off, and you also dice it in little pieces. You don't want the seeds, they give it a really bad taste. You have to put the ingredients in the order of this video because these last fruits are very tender, so they go last. The fruits that we have already put in the ponche are the fruits that go first because they are really tough and they need to cook for a little bit longer. So now we wait until it starts boiling, and once it starts boiling you leave it for 10 minutes, and then you add manzana, apples, guayabas, and at the very last you add the tangerines. Once you have added the tangerine, you let it boil for an extra 15 minutes so that all the fruit included in the mix becomes really nice and tender and soft. You can see now it's boiling, so we're gonna count 10 minutes and then we're gonna start adding apples, guavas, and at the very last, the tangerines. The way you know that it's ready for the next step is you have to check the tamarindo and the tejocote, the toughest fruits. You check if they are soft and tender, and once they are soft and tender, then it's time to put in the new ingredients. So my mom is gonna try out the tamarindo and a piece of, what is that? Apple? No, that's tejocote. We haven't put the apples in yet. So you can see that it's perfectly cooked. So she's gonna put in now the diced apples and the guava, or guayaba as we say here in Mexico. And let those cook for a little while and hold on with your tangerines for last. We're gonna taste the liquid to see if it's sweet enough or if it needs more sugar or piloncillo. So my mom is gonna give it a try. Okay.
It's just perfect.
Perfect. No need to add more sugar or piloncillo. We just have to wait a little longer for the last pieces of fruit to cook. We're gonna check if the apple is ready. It's ready. It's really soft. It's cooked. So let's check the guava. Still needs a couple more minutes. 5 more minutes. And you turn the heat off and you put in the tangerine. I think it's actually ready for the last step. No hay que dejar que hierva más. So this is ready. Turn the heat off. It's already off. Give it a taste. Try it out. See how delicious it is. Taste test. Okay, so now you put it in the cup with a few pieces of fruit together with the juice, the water. really hot, but delicious. The fruit is super tender. That was a piece of tejocote.